Good evening, everybody. Who have we got in the house tonight? Hi, Leslie, Flymo, Joshua, Newlyn Railway, which is Clive, if I'm not mistaken. Jerry, how you doing? Hope everyone's keeping well. Hi to you all. Hi to everyone watching in the background and anyone watching on playback. How is everyone this week? Hope everyone's well. Hi Tom, how you doing? So same trains running as last week. I thought I'd do a little bit of a unboxing tonight. So I'll hold that up to one of the cameras there. Anybody guess what that is? It was something I wasn't expecting to get. I'll explain why later. Oh, very nice, off to the Isle of Man. If you're in the Isle of Man, Joshua, and you're on speaking to someone on the train, see if you can get a sneak in to have a look at ex-Donegal CDR rail cars 19 and 20. Take a few pictures for me. Hi Gordon, hi Brian. Hope you're all keeping well. Yeah, the rain set in here yesterday and it hasn't let up since. We had a good weekend. Result, I had a couple of barbecues, so I've no video for you this week, I'm afraid, tomorrow, because I took the weekend off, had barbecue, spent time with the kids and the missus, because they're all now stressing because one's doing, well, they're both doing state exams this year. One's doing the junior cert, which is equivalent to GCSEs, and one's doing the leaving cert, which is A-level equivalent. Hi Kieran, how you doing? Yeah, so plus the fact I was creating the hillsides and I was using plaster, and where it got damp and colder this week, it's taken ages for the plaster to dry. You know, for me to get it finished off for a video. I was hoping to get it finished today, but I didn't, so I'm not going to rush it. You know, I'll do some more work on it tomorrow and over the weekend and have the video for you next week. Yeah, I'm hoping to go to the Isle of Man sometime. It's one of my sort of bucket list place to visit. So I will get out a craft knife, so I need that to open some stuff up. Jerry, were you plastering inside? Because I was doing some plaster cast in a 120 odd year old wagon that's sitting outside under a canopy, so it was a bit too cold. Oh, hi Bernie. I got Bernie watching on Facebook here. He says he's still in hospital. Did you have the procedure, Bernie? Hi Jonathan, how you doing? Did Carl sneak in as well? Did I miss that? Hi Carl. Oh, Bernie, as a lot of you will know Bernie from Crossways Junction, is it? I should know that off the top of my head. He was been in hospital and he's just had a pacemaker fitted, so we're all wishing you well, Bernie. Yeah, Crossways Point Junction. So everyone's saying hello to you, Bernie, and wishing you well. Right, so what did I purchase? Hi Dinmore, how you doing? So before I open this, I did have another little thing to open, which I'm hoping I know what this is. So as you know, I got the Bristolian train set. So I went on to eBay and I found somebody selling these. Everyone see that okay? So I've got some little headboards to go on the front. So these are originally Hornby Duplo. So there's 3 in there. So I'm just going to cut a bit of card, stick one to paint the card black, and stick it to the front of the engine. Well, they already have carriage boards on them, the carriages that came with it. Here, if I show you as it goes around. Ooh. So if you can see there, they've got the Bristolian carriage boards on the top. I don't know if you can make that out. Right, so what's in the box? Any guesses? Now I have taken it out of the box and I've looked at it and I'm already totally unimpressed with it. No, it's nothing as exciting as that. When this first came out, I thought, oh, I like that because I missed the first one, and I thought I'll order it. Everybody see that? And then I wasn't going to bother getting it, and I was going to cancel the order, and then I got an email from Hornby saying, you've got an order with us, we can't process it because we don't have your payment details. I thought, fine. I don't want it anyway, so I just thought, right, that saves me having to cancel it. But then the next thing, I got an email to say, Hornby have charged your card and it's on its way to you. And I was like, ah, great. I didn't really want it, but there we go. Now I haven't actually taken it out of the box, so this will be a first now tonight. I'm just going to move the computer screen so I can see better. So that's it there. Because I wanted the rocket and I missed it. So I thought, right, I'll order this one. And looking at it in this tiny box, hi Robert, how you doing? Yeah, it is a bit pricey. It was, Hornby charged me 200 quid. And looking at it, that's not worth 200 quid. I'm just like, So let's take it out and have a look at it. Maybe I'll be impressed. I thought I'd open it up tonight because I've noticed I haven't seen any reviews for this yet. And I just wonder if people just aren't bothered with it. So we've got a little fireman. And the driver. Yeah, I know the rocket was small, but it's just... Oh, and there's another guy. So a third person. What else have we got? Oh, then we have the couplings. So let's pop it out and have a look. Try and get it out without breaking it. There it is. I suppose it's not badly detailed. There's a lot of individual parts on it, I suppose. Oh, looking at it, it's actually got pickups on all the wheels. So that'll help it run. We'll put it on my rolling road in a minute and give it a blast. That's not badly detailed. I might be warming to it a little bit. Because I would have, if I was going to buy this, I would have preferred to buy it from my local models shop instead of, so he gets his cut as well as Hornby. So there's the carriage. Liverpool, Manchester, Treasurer. I suppose it's not badly detailed. But as you were saying, I think somebody said it in the comments there, every other bit of it is sort of the chassis is the base fit. I think, was it Sam's Trains who done a review on it? And it was just like the carriages that were 70 quid or something. And it was just like, I don't know. Like these are, obviously they're very light because they're very small. There's no weight to them. Yeah, it's picked out the detailing and everything. They do, now I'm looking at them a bit closer, I'm warming to them a bit more. I tell you, I'll make this big screen so you get a better look at it. There, is that better? Just have a quick flick through back to the comments. Yeah, it's a wee rocket, Valerie. Apparently the chip fits in the barrel. And I did pick up a chip when I was in the model shop at the weekend, so I'm going to try and fit it. Hi Grant, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. It's a comfortable night here in Donegal. So now it's on the big screen. I'll just show you the details again. So there's the rocket. So I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way so you can see it. There's some nice detail on it. All wheels appear to have pickups. The chip is supposed to fit in there. I'm not going to do that on the live stream because I'll be demonetized for all the swearing that will go on. There is a carriage. This is the treasurer's carriage. Again, it looks nice, it's painted well, there's some separate detail on it, but it's a small carriage and there's no weight to it. It does look fragile, and I think it is a little bit fragile. And there's the open wagon. We actually have a picture in the museum from 1906 of the July the 12th special going to Rosnarla, and you have some carriages, and then behind it you just have open wagons with people stood in them. Hi XMG12, how you doing? Yeah, I suppose that'd be one thing, a couple of pennies in them or something, just to give them a bit of weight. I have got some of that liquid, what do they call it, liquid ballast? Which is basically just little lead balls. Oh, that's where the guy's sitting down. Of course, that's like an old stagecoach, so that's where this guy must go, up there. Yeah, so he's actually, according to the box, he's facing that way. So he sits in there like that. Now, one of the steps is already twisted on this because the axle box is in the way, and if you look at that, the way they've designed it there, so they put it together, and that's the axle box has pushed the step to the side. That's pretty poor. Yeah, I don't think I'll be putting lighting in these anyway. Like the handles and that are all picked out. Well, I suppose there is various colours in this, so I think this is, oh, I don't even know if I'll bother putting the chip in it. I might just run it, make sure it works, and stick it back in the box. Oh, let's get the rolling road out. But a bit annoyed at Hornby that they said, oh, your payment, something had changed, we can't process your credit card. And then somehow magically they process it anyway. By the time I get the email, it's already dispatched and on its way to me. That's only anything you need 4. Nah, watch it blow up when I switch it on. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of juice, see what happens. Oh, there she goes. No, it wasn't a dreaded impulse buy. When it first came out, because I missed the first version of the rocket, I thought, oh, and then they came out with this one. I thought, I'll put that one in order. And then all the messing that went on with Hornby, I've gone off a bit off Hornby. And if I am buying any Hornby stuff, which I have other Hornby stuff ordered, but I've ordered it through my model shop, so they get their cut instead of Hornby getting the whole lot. And then I wasn't going to get it from Hornby. If my model shop got it, I was going to get it from them. And then Hornby emailed a couple of months ago and said, you've got an order with us, we can't process it because there's some issue with my credit card they had on file or whatever. I thought, grand, I don't have to cancel it. And then the next thing, I get an email to say, oh, the rocket's been processed and it's been shipped and the money's gone out of my account. Model shop near me is Modeller's Corner in Enniskillen. Yeah, thanks, Fimo. Yeah, hit the like button for me and share and subscribe. If you're lurking in the back, don't be shy, come into the chat and do say hello. So I'll leave that running for a few minutes and then I'll reverse the power, just give it a running in. Let's have a look at, so no instructions with it. Oh, there we go. The usual Hornby leaflets. So it gives you the usual lubricating points, the usual run it in. DCC ready, contact your specialist dealer for advice. Oh, they have a parts list. That's good to see. you know, parts list, and when you go looking for the part, they won't have it. Personally, I don't think it's worth 200 quid. Like for... Yes, it looks nice. It's got some nice detail on it, but you can see, just looking at the steps, the shoddy sort of work where it's just been jammed together. Yes, there is a lot of fine detail on the actual rocket itself, but yeah, to be Donegal is probably about this, where I live is about the same distance to Derry, to Omagh, or to Enniskillen from where I live. They're all up about 40 minutes to 50 minutes away. Yeah, sorry if anybody's put any questions in the chat and I've missed them, just stick them in again, because I've been looking down at this as opposed to up at the chat. But now the model shop is quite good in Enniskillen. Warren, who runs it in there, if there's anything if he doesn't have it in stock, he can get it in usually pretty quickly. It's a nice little model shop. Yeah, so I just thought I'd unbox it tonight. I'm not going to bother doing a review video of it. I will put all these little things back in so I don't lose them. In there. Hi John, how you doing? Yeah, I must admit I like Acura scale stuff, not just because they're an Irish company, but I've spoken to the lads a few times on stands and that, and the stuff they do, like the A-Class that's going around there, that's just the price of it, and the way they've designed it and the way it looks, and the detail on it is just fantastic. I'm sorry I didn't order one of the Class 37s when they were available. The one I want now is out of stock. But they know I'm looking for one, so if they come across one, they're going to let me know. What size is my layout? This room is 13 foot by 10 foot. Most of the boards are 3 foot wide. It's on 2 levels. The lower level is sort of the fiddle yard. The section you can't see, which is right in front of me, I'll turn the camera around. So this section here is going to be incorporated into the upper level. So you'll have sort of a tunnel here, another going into another tunnel here. So it'll just be a couple of levels. Work on this layout is halted for the moment because I need to concentrate and finish the pedigo layout in the railway. So I'm working on that flat out, trying to get it done, and progress on it at the moment just seems really slow. Because what I need to do with that layout is actually go in there and work on it in the evenings. Because if I'm in there during the day, I just get pulled from pillar to post to sort things out. So I need to go in there a few evenings a week, and I'll probably get more done. Yeah, that's true, Flymo. Which one? I've got the my own layout here, which is my own one. Then I look after the layouts in the railway museum. I'm building the pedigo one. Then after I finish that one, there's the end-to-end layout, which I started about 4 years ago, and I really need to get on and get that done because I want to get it up to a good standard so I can sort of take it to shows. Yeah, it's never ending. You on about these coaches? As if you are, those are the ones I painted myself. I done a video on it, so you can see how I done it and learn from my mistakes. Because that's the first time I ever resprayed a coach. It didn't turn out too badly when you look at it from a distance with the lights off. But yeah, it taught me a lot to do that, and I'll improve it next time. The chalk and cream one, that's the Bristolian, and it's a King Charles II loco. Hauling that. That's a set I got. Which, actually, thinking about it, I've done a video on that, so maybe I might release that one tomorrow. That's ready to go up. So yeah, I might release that one tomorrow. It's a review on it. It's an old set. I picked it up when I was in Cardiff there a couple of weeks ago at Lord and Butler. It's from the 2015 range of Hornby, and I just seen it because it was called the Bristolian. I lived in Bristol. My other half's a Bristolian. I have a daughter, 2 daughters born in Bristol, so I thought, wow, I need to get it. And if you missed the start of the stream, I went on to everyone's favourite auction site, and I got myself some headboards for it. So I can, I don't know, is that focusing? I can make up those headboards and stick one on the front. Yeah, I sprayed them. Yeah, they were just the is it Mark III coaches that were out of the original sort of Hornby 125 sets, from the 80s. I just painted them, just cleaned them up. Actually, I took them apart and I washed them in just soapy water, left them to dry. Then I went over them with alcohol wipes to get any residue off them. And then I just sprayed them. Sprayed them a base coat of white to begin with, didn't I think? Or did I go straight with the orange? I think I put a base coat of white on them, and then I just masked them up, done the orange, masked them for the white stripe. And that was that. And then went around the windows with a silver pen. You can send them down, Valerie. You might want them back. Everything's still running around? No, the Bristolian stopped. Oh, I cleaned that bit of track before I started today as well. Alright, so let's put it the other way. Let's get your drink. I was over in Asda, they're doing crates of this stuff for, I think it was 3 for 20 quid. Yeah, that's it, Flymo. Good masking tape. I actually got some. Where was I? I was up in the range in Derry, and I picked up some low tack masking tape, and that seemed to work quite well. The height of my baseboards are, I think it's about 4 foot off the ground. The reason they're that high is because we have the oil burner is in this room, and so you have to leave enough gap around that. Now we don't use the oil burner anymore because we've got a solid fuel stove that does our heating, but it's here as a backup just in case. That's why we haven't removed it, so it's checked and tested once a year, but there's enough space around it. That's why these baseboards are that height. And it's not a bad height to view it from, but the problem is I've got one of these 2-step stool things from little step ladder from Lidl, which also doubles as my seat out here, but I need that to get up to reach across if something derails, and something will always derail at the back, so you're reaching across everything to get it. Yeah, the ranges, I get a lot of little modelling pieces in there. I wander around, anytime I'm up in Derry, I wander around the range, the places like Pound Stretcher and Pound Land and things like that, just looking at stuff I can use for modelling. Like I picked up a cheap, I think it was a 5 litre tub for like a £5 or something in one of the pound shops, of like a sky blue paint, which I've used on various layouts. and things like the sort of half-litre bottles of burnt umber that you watercolors that you just use as a base layer, things like that. Okay, Jerry. Yeah, the Works is another one. It's great for picking up bits of paint and things like that. Family. Oh, have I got something? Oh, this was the, I mentioned this last week, but this is the other bargain I got. Picked this up for 30 quid, so I got a couple of Annabelle and Clarabelle coaches, which I will most likely repaint. And I got some naughty trucks. The brake wagon's a bit worse for wear, but I can do something with that. It's got a power controller in there, and it's got the 060 Thomas, and it actually it's actually running on the layouts in the railway at the moment. See, B&M is good, but I find whenever I go into B&M, I just end up buying a load of crisps and chocolate and fizzy drinks and... But anywhere, you know, any place, any shop, I'm always wandering around looking at stuff, going, oh, I could use that to make this, or... And my daughter is the same with her hobby of model horses and that. She's the same as me, looking around going, oh, you could use it. And if she finds something, she go, oh, this looks more like your scale, Dad. You could use it for this. And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why, if you've seen the video I done on the spray booth, why it's so big, is because she wants to spray some of her models as well. Okay, Valerie, catch you again. Take care. She's also been buying me airbrushes and stuff as well, because she wants to use them as well. Yeah, that's one of those things you get, is LED light, all sorts of things. Just like, oh, I can, and then probably a lot of you are like me. You've got like boxes of stuff, of things that you're going to make. You've got all these projects that are sitting in a box somewhere. Some of them half started, some of them never started. Oh, pickled eggs. That's something I haven't had in a long time. I remember doing that, going for your fish and chips supper when I was living in Bristol. There'd be a jar of pickled eggs on the thing. You'd get one of them. It doesn't matter, Jerry, whether I'm hungry or not. I still buy junk food. Vegan teacher would hate you. I don't usually like things that are pickled, but pickled eggs I do like. Can't stand mushy peas. Oh, I think peas are like little balls of poison. Right, let's put the 4 screens back again. Oh, you can't beat a nice fried egg with bacon in a sandwich or a bap. One of the best bacon and egg baps I ever had was done on a shovel in a steam engine. The Backman's Thomas range, you probably have to get that online, unless you go to your whatever your nearest model store is a Backman stockist. They probably get it in for you. I know they had it in Lord and Butler when I was there because I was looking at it. Oh, that's something I meant to bring in, but it's still in the car. I was in Pets at Home on Monday when I was over in Enniskillen, and I was browsing through their gravel again because I like to use it as ballast, and they had a lovely blend, a grey blend with a few little blacks in it, and I thought, wow, it looks even better than the stuff I usually use for ballast and even for making paths and possibly roads. And it was I think it was an 8 kilo bag, and it was 18 quid. So I grabbed a bag of that, and I thought that'll do. Um, I have used the lead-free stuff, and currently I'm using the lead stuff because that's what I have a roll off at the moment. It all depends on the solder. Sometimes they try and put the flux in the solder, and that just seems to make a mess and just doesn't seem to work very well. When I'm soldering, I just use a little bit of flux, and I just find that makes things so much easier. Yeah, a lot of people have said to me that lead solder is better. Um, Now I did have some lead-free solder, and I didn't have any problems with it with using a bit of flux. But yeah, I use. Where is it now? Oh no, it's in the railway because I was doing soldering in there, so it's not here. But I tell you what, with the roll I'm using, it's 60/40, and I picked it up when I was in Worley in 2019. Very funny, Jerry. Hi, Stuart. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. You off, Carl? Take care. Catch you again. Hi, John. How you doing? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Like, the only things I'm soldering really are droppers to rails and onto the bus wire. I'm not really doing any other sort of fine soldering. Important thing is when you're just soldering onto rails is make sure you give the rails a clean first. Just either a little bit of sandpaper, a little wire brush, or like when I'm doing a lot, I have my Dremel with the little wire brush attachment on it and just clean it. You know, I find soldering double O or HO track is never an issue. Trying to solder to G gauge, oh, I don't think my soldering iron gets hot enough. Right, I think that's run for long enough. So easy does this come out. Oh, ow, 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 that stabbed me in the... Oh, smarts. Oh, wow. How on earth is all that going to fit in there? Cut the bag, making sure none of the wires are under the knife. I said I wasn't going to do this on the live. Right, how am I supposed to know which is pin 1 on this? I presume that little blob of paint is supposed to be pin 1. Right, I'm just going to check the instructions first to make sure that is pin 1. Yeah, orange is pin 1, isn't it? Yeah, so that is orange, so that is pin 1. Right, so I'm supposed to fit all that in there. Yeah, that's never going to fit in there. And I'll program it. What number should I use for rocket? I suppose it should be number 1. Hi Ewan, how you doing? Alright, so let's add a new one. Oh, the effect of landfill. Really, Tom? What? Too much lead going going into the water supply? Oh, talking. I remember a story my brother told me. He was on here earlier. He used to have a job when he was younger, going around testing people's water. And he went to this one particular area. And for some reason, in their water, there was a load of brass showing up in their water. And when they looked outside, up on the hill above them was a graveyard. I was like, if the brass is coming through, what else is coming through? What do you think this cruising speed of rocket is? Plenty of calcium and chrome. Oh, Jerry. Right, why didn't that save? Let's do that again. Hold on. Look at Save that. Oh, right, I see what I've done wrong. Yes. Shunting speed can't be greater than the cruising speed. Right, can't use that. Use that. Full body drink from it too. Get your coat, Jerry. Right, why is that not? Right, it doesn't want to program for some reason. Right, what's going on then, right? And write the right. Let's write the address to it. Oh, you lot are terrible. Okay, Joshua, take care. Right. Right, the lower track is free. There's nothing. Oh no, there is something on it. Let's see if it moves. Get this train out of the way. Oops. Okay. Well, it's not moving. Oh, there it goes. Right, where did put my camera. Oh, my roving camera. Oh, it stopped as soon as I picked the camera up. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try the old hand of God. Cool, it's going like a rocket. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. It don't fit. Take that off of there. Let me put that back up there somewhere, instead of waving it around in the air. You want me to put it beside a diesel? Any particular diesel? Right, I've got a 37, 47, 56, a 20. Murphy's Models 121. I've got a Class 43. I've got the Class C225. That's a 91. I've got a 58. Hi Anthony, how you doing? $58. You had to pick the one that was furthest away. And there. So that gives you some indication there. So Anthony, how are you enjoying your trip around the UK? I've been trying to keep up with your live streams and that, and your comments on Facebook. Yeah, it's just bogey sized. We just had an awful day of rain yesterday. I think it was the tail end of a tropical storm that hit Florida a couple of days ago. It was all wet and miserable this morning. The sun did come out and it did get warmer this afternoon. Hit a high of 18 degrees, which is t-shirt weather here in Donegal. And then last night was actually very, very cold. I did light the fire last night because it was just a little bit nippy. Right, that rocket, I'm definitely going to have to do some fiddling. Oh, did I actually break the... Yeah, I did. I broke the little pins trying to take the thing off. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of fiddling to try and get all that fitted in there. Right, I'm going to call it a night now, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you all have a great week of modelling. I think what I'll do is the review and unboxing I done off the Bristolian. I'll put that up tomorrow. I'll go in now and upload it. I think I've got it ready to go. So that'll be out at 6 tomorrow, and that'll give me more time to work on the layout so I can produce a bit more for you guys next week. So thanks for tuning in. It's great having all you guys here. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out if you haven't hit it already, and share the stream. And it's great having you guys here every Thursday to chat to. Helps with my sanity. So Anthony, enjoy the rest of your trip around the UK. So take care everyone, and I'll catch you all next Thursday.